So look, the case study that I use for those that are non-medical, right? So if you're non-medical and you're watching this, you would understand that if you're a 40 plus year old male individual, you happen to have a shoulder injury or a shoulder pain, and you go and see your orthopedic surgeon, and the orthopedic surgeon tells you that, hey, you probably have a rotator cuff tear, and you can do conservative treatment, you can do an injection, you can do PRP, you can do stem cell therapy, or a best course of action might be a rotator cuff repair. Right. And now, obviously, you might be thinking, well, how long is the recovery? What's going to happen in this time frame? Getting that second opinion, getting that confidence to be able to know that, hey, this is what's going to be needed. This is the time frame for recovery. There might be a new procedure we can do that might not require that long of a recovery time. And of course, if you want to see a shoulder specialist who's somebody that works on a baseball team or works on a football team, a football player, you might say, I want to see that specialist. And those are the types of surgeons that we will have on our platform. Guys that specialize in shoulder repair, guys that specialize in rotator cuff repair. So that would be a huge benefit for a patient looking for a specialized care. So you might ask, what is the secret sauce? What's going to make us different? Because we know there's other second opinion platforms out there. What makes us different? So look, 20 plus years experience as a physical therapist, I can tell you that physical therapists are the gatekeepers. We are the ones that see the patient before surgery. We see them after surgery. We see them before they get their MRI because they need to complete conservative care before they can even get an MRI. So I said, why don't we incentivize physical therapists across the country? And we tell them, hey, this is a great way of doing something, getting paid for something you're already doing, right? So we incentivize them, $50 a referral, which is an easy way for physical therapists who we know don't get paid that much. So if they can make an extra side income for something that they're doing already and be confident that they're referring to top surgeons throughout the country, this is a win-win scenario for everyone. So we want to build that trust. We want to build that trust between the physical therapists, build a trust between their patients, and of course the top tier surgeons that are on our platform. We want to make this so easy, make it where the patient is just scanning a link. The physical therapist private link that they'll have from the platform, that they'll be able to share that with their patients. So let's break down how everyone gets paid, right? So you can see here, it's very simple. The estimated income between 1,800 to 2,500 a year, and that's based on just one or two referrals a month, right? So we're really keeping this very, very simple. We're very conservative numbers that we're projecting here, but that alone, with we're looking at 300 physical therapists on our platform. And if, again, like I said, if there's 38,000 physical therapists throughout the country, if we get 300 on our platform, which we're already building up our waiting list, if we're getting this many on the platform and there's no cost to them, there's no software they have to download, it's just a link that they have to share, it's better care and it's easy revenue model for them to just build up right away, really quickly. For the orthopedic surgeons, we're going to have multiple ways for the orthopedic surgeons to get paid, but we have it up to 500 per second opinion because it's a tiered platform. So it might be something as 250 for just you giving your opinion. 500 might be if you're a specialist. And we are now implementing a way that if you're a concierge, if you want to do concierge level care where you guide that patient through a step-by-step process, that would be a higher level of pay, with the patient would pay up to $1,000. So again, depending on the patient, we know that a certain group of population would travel to them, would travel to you directly. It might be if you're based in Chicago, you're based in California, New York, wherever you are. But if you're a specialist, we know that 27% of the population will travel towards you, and you would be doing this higher level surgical procedure. And that's a big win for you as well. And of course, we're not involved in the surgical procedure itself, but we are connecting you with that patient.